Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bachelor Nation official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Jenn Tran and Jonathon Johnson aren't doing a lot to subdue bits of gossip they are dating. The previous single woman and her dismissed admirer dazed on an extravagant night out making the rounds. Remain on this page to see their singing science. The following Justin Coating and Susie Evans? Jenn Tran and Jonathon Johnson's More Than Companions science helps Lone Ranger country fans to remember Justin Coating and Susie Evans. Justin and Susie never showed up on a similar Lone Ranger country show simultaneously, however shaped an off-screen kinship. Fans saw the flashes among them, and they at last removed their relationship from the companion zone. Sadly, Justin and Susie as of late affirmed their sentiment was finished. However, they promised to remain companions. Single guy country fans see a ton of similitudes with the blooming fellowship between Jenn Tran and her third-place unhitched female challenger, Jonathon Johnson. She sent him home after for the time being dates and later got connected with to Devon Strater. Jonathon Johnson has been steady of Jenn after her extremely open separation with Devon. Jenn and Jonathon are both living in Los Angeles, while Jenn Tran contends on season 33 of Hitting the Dance Floor with the Stars. The two routinely post TikTok recordings of them hanging out together. Jenn Tran paralyzes on night out on the town with Jonathon Johnson. Jenn Tran and Jonathon Johnson demand that they are simply companions. Yet, they ignited more bits of hearsay by going to an exceptionally extravagant occasion together. They went to Individuals magazine's 50th birthday celebration party together. The Lone Rangeress star dazed in a tight, dark cowhide dress. Jonathon Johnson kept it relaxed with pants and a white shirt. The Lone Ranger country stars keep on asserting they are simply companions. However, aficionados of the establishment don't trust it. Jonathon posted photographs on Instagram from Individuals magazine occasion. It got over 37K responses and 500+ remarks. A large portion of the remarks were from fans asking for the two to give their relationship another attempt. Simply say you all are dating as of now. The final plan unhitched male country needed. You look incredible together. Adorable pictures. Fixated on this friendship. I'm letting you know the science is loud. Jonathon and Jennifer Johnson sound so great together. I'm simply saying. I'm telling you, you are both implied for one another. Stop messing around with my heart. This fellowship is everything. Both of you are intended for one another. Simply make out as of now. How about Jenn Tran and Jonathon Johnson investigate their science or remain just companions? Jonathon Johnson and lone wolfess Jenn Tran have been getting to know each other since she got to Los Angeles for Hitting the Dance Floor with the Stars. Fans went off the deep end about their recordings together. Many are trusting these two can some way or another revive the sentiment they began the show. Jenn Tran stood up concerning spending time with Jonathon. Presently, he's dishing his interpretation of their get-together. Continue to peruse to get the scoop on the thing is, or alternately isn't happening between them. Jonathon Johnson tends to Jenn Tran reports. Jonathon Johnson and Jenn Tran have been getting to know one another since she showed up in Los Angeles for Hitting the Dance Floor with the Stars. The two have single-man country going off the deep end, trusting these two will attempt to date in the future. Jenn Tran stood in opposition to her experience with Jonathon, and fans weren't exactly content with what she needed to say. As per Jenn, she is only companions with every last bit of her admirers as of now. Indeed, even after all that occurred with Devon Strater, she actually asserts she wouldn't impact the manner in which things worked out. Presently, Jonathon is likewise sharing his contemplations on his new excursions with Jenn. He showed up on the Vile documents with Scratch Vile, where he was inquired as to whether the discussion had been had with Jenn about conceivably firing things up once more. He said, "The discussion has not been had at this point." Natalie Happiness bounced in to say, "Yet?" Jonathon said, "She will be in LA for the following couple of months where I reside, so, eventually," Scratch didn't surrender it and inquired as to whether Jenn and Jonathon have had any coy texts occurring. Jonathon replied, "I don't have the foggiest idea. I don't have the foggiest idea what you characterize as coquettish. I'm a 8-year-old on a basic level. I can't tell while someone's playing with me or simply attempting to give me a high five. He appeared to have earnest affections for Jenn. Notwithstanding, she sent him home after dream sweet dates, leaving him completing in third place. Lone wolfess Jenn Tran was exceptionally close to home during After the Last Rose. It was during this time that it was declared that Devon Strater had finished their commitment during a short telephone discussion. Yet again Jenn sat crying as Jesse Palmer showed the proposition with both Jenn and Devon watching. Fans were dazed subsequent to perceiving the amount of adoration Devon possessed for her during the season. From that point forward, he has uncovered that he accepts he was actually her subsequent option. What is your take on Jonathon and Jenn conceivably offering things one more opportunity? Do you figure she will surrender? Remain tuned for additional updates. Devon Strater has been making a solid attempt to fix the harm done to his personality following his split from single girl Jenn Tran. He made a video more than 10 minutes in length, just to change it later following fan kickback. He additionally shared a statement of regret for the primary video on Instagram stories, which he likewise immediately erased. For what reason would he say he is doing this? Continue to peruse to figure out more. Devon Strater apologized, then at that point erased. Devon Strater had been genuinely tranquil since the Lone Wolfess After the Last Rose broadcasted a week ago. As Jenn Tran wailed in front of an audience, fans were not content with Devon and how they accepted everything went down. In the wake of hearing his name destroyed again and again, he chose to make a video to demonstrate he isn't the only one to blame. He believed fans should realize that there are two individuals in a relationship, and she conceded they were having issues as well. Thus, alongside his extensive clarification, Devon delivered lots of individual instant messages among him and Jenn. Some seemed to have a sexual tone, which he shut down on some of them. Notwithstanding, fans hammered him for being tasteless and impolite. After the underlying backfire, Devon put out an expression of remorse on Instagram stories. A screen capture was gotten before he erased it. He started by saying he was profoundly upset for appearing touchy data. He asserts his main goal was to show the relationship according to his point of view. Devon kept on saying, "I don't gain anything from that text discussion being shown. I guarantee you that was as mix-up." He additionally said he attempted to censor individual or delicate data. He kept saying he missed one and clearly kept up. Devon likewise said there was no expectation to show that text and he is profoundly grieved. He trusts fans will pardon him. Devon Strater modified the principal video. He presented on takeout a portion of the messages included. Nonetheless, a ton of individual texts were as yet uncovered. Presently, he has erased the recordings through and through. Devon kept on getting reaction for his message. He said he was making an effort not to discuss Jenn by any means. He just maintains that his side of the story should be out there. In the recordings, he additionally tended to all the show, including Maria Jorga's. Devon affirmed that he unfollowed her and won't ever follow her from now on. He has likewise never met her. What is your take on Devon saying sorry and afterward erasing everything?